Now we're ready to begin placement of our structures. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and turn on a reference file. So here I'm going to access the reference file dialog, and we've attached the siteplan2d.dgn file that we were using previously to do our proposed grading. I'm going to turn the display of that on. Next thing I want to do is access the proposed model or the grading surface that we created. So I'm going to go ahead and access Site Modeler and open up our project. So I'm going to go to the Civil pull-down menu, Modeler, and open up our site project. So I'll click the Browse button when the project wizard comes up, and I'll select siteplan.gsf. This was the project that we have all our grading in. Click OK, and click OK on the project wizard, and it'll give me an alert. It's determined that the particular design file that I'm in, siteplan underbar drainage, is not the design file that I used to create the site project, and it indeed is not, and I want to answer no to this question. If I want the model to be read-only, I don't want it to try to update its graphics. So I'll click no, and there's my model. Now you can have the display turned on if you want. I'll turn it off. Now I need to go about finding the low points where things are draining to, so that will be where I place my structures. I'm going to focus our attention on the parking lot. So we're going to start with placing structures in the parking lot. So go ahead and zoom into that area. And what I want to do is access a tool, and you can access this through Drainage or Modeler, but it's an analysis tool. We used the analysis tools yesterday to check the height, to check the profile, but we want to use them to check some drainage information. So I'm going to go to Drainage, Utilities, and Drainage Tools. So these are DTM oriented drainage tools. Now we used this previously to determine the volume of a pond when we were doing our pond design, our pond modifications. Now we're going to use it to determine low points. Where are the low points on our surface? And our surface is the model tower. So I'll toggle on Model Tower. I'm going to select the Delineate Low Points icon, turn off Display Only, and I'm going to turn on Graphic Group. Now I want to set an arrow size. It's going to place an arrowhead at each low point. And I'm going to set up a minimum low point depth of 0.2. So a drainage area that forms to a sump of 0.2 will kind of be ignored. And this is just an option that we have to kind of eliminate idiosyncrasies in the DTM surface, so that we don't get false, low points. Go ahead and set a symbology for that arrowhead, and I'll give it a little bit of a thickness or a weight. So once you're ready, you click Apply, and Geopack goes out there and plots the low point for every drainage area that it finds on that surface. Go ahead and close the dialog, and you can see that, especially in the parking lot where we were draining to the corners, it put a little LP symbol and then the arrow head at that location. So these might be useful to help us locate and place our structures.